Hello, everyone. It is the 6th of August. Better Call Saul Season 4 premieres tonight. I'm excited for that. Um, I don't know, I like the characters. Um, Today, I wanted to talk about something I regularly see on the internet and in real life, but it's more prominent on the internet because anonymity. It's a word I still can't pronounce. Um, and that plague, which has persisted through human culture for ages, is hate. There's a lot of hate in the world. I mean, we're in a cold civil war right now because people can't just do this. um, I I'm a regular commenter, writer, poster on websites like Reddit and things like that, and the amount of shit that is just thrown at me every day is insane. Even if they're well intended, there's no practice of nonviolent communication. it's it's kind of worrying. As I said, it's this age old problem that um, so it's not detrimental. It is. It's detrimental, but at the same time, like humanity's not doing anything new that's gonna kill ourselves off. Um, we're just doing an old thing that's gonna kill ourselves off. Um, like it's just upsetting, like how people are. Um, we need to be more tolerant as a culture. Um, I, we're all human beings. We're all like these squishy ape creatures that what the fuck do we know? But some people are like, I know everything. And it's all ego. This whole hate thing. It even goes deeper. It's an ego problem. Um, that, and we can see if you're familiar with this concept of as above, so below, we can see this problem ripple out upwards into a society. What was the big problem of throughout history with nation states? Empires, one saying, I'm better than all of you, I get to have all of it. It's all ego, it's all narcissism, it's all like non-compassion for life as a whole. um that's what I'm all about. I have a lot of different things. Like my whole shtick is that free will is a skill. If you travel down a new road every day, eventually you'll be able to navigate to any destination. I got a lot of philosophy to toss out here, but it ultimately I just want to help humanity like become more functional, become more loving, become more unified, and as one collective. Because it makes no sense in a globally interconnected world. Things like they just hate in general. This things like war and poverty and there's just inequality. Things that makes no sense. We have such an abundance. There's such an excess that could just go around. Uh, and I made Impractical Vlog 3 talking about this, how we're not gonna bring change by tearing down the system. We're gonna have to make change inwards and have a ripple effect out. um, and then it starts with just realizing everyone is human. Everyone is your brother, sister, cousin, and caring about them. When you like I said, I write a lot on Reddit, and I got a comment from someone, replying to like a very old comment of mine, and then they immediately just like, well, you don't know anything about evolution. Evolution's about this, and evolution's all random. It's like I've been studying this for like 12 years, dude. I understand system sciences. Um, it just like the way they came at me was so condescending, was so immediately pointing a finger and like trying to judge and trying to one up, and it makes no sense to me. Like why are you spending your time spitting this venom? Like really think about that. Your time is your most precious resource, and you're spending it hating people. It doesn't make any sense. You're just throwing your time away for no reason other than, you have a parasite called an ego that's, controlling you. You have to you always have to have an ego if from like a like cognitive standpoint. It's part of like the mechanical, how the brain works. Um, but um, like you can't be ruled by it. You have to like distance yourself. You have to be willing to um, admit that you're wrong, and maybe um, maybe these beliefs that I have aren't absolute. My like one of my core beliefs is revolves around alchemy, the philosopher's stone. And if you don't know, a lot of people don't know like anything about alchemy. They think it's like about like matter and like changing, and like the precursor to chemistry, and a lot was, but the great work was all about changing this, transmuting the self, and how to like reprogram yourself as a human being. And it's even further back, that's shamanism. That's people in the tribe helping people overcome their traumas and embrace their full potential. But anyways, back to the philosopher's stone. This concept of there's this resource that can transmute anything into anything else. um, if you really like deconstruct that, you realize it's in here. It's an axiom. It's this concept of that maximizes your potential as a human being. For me, I like to encapsulate it in this phrase: "All truths are lies." Just an understanding and acceptance that I got a 3.5 ounce meat sponge, or 3.5 pound meat sponge. This thing is not, it can have problems, and schizophrenia, I'm self-aware of that. So like just being, that's like the um, primary pillar on which everything else is like built on, and it just understanding and accepting that allows me to build up and tear down like whole belief systems at will. um and then that allows me to be completely adaptable to whatever life throws my way, and not get stuck. There's this concept of like a stone Buddha. If life's a journey, not a destination. This whole concept of enlightenment is it's about recursive self-improvement, never stopping and like attaching to anything. And that's like a stone Buddha is someone who's traveled on their path, found a place that they thought was enlightenment, and sat down. And it's what a lot of people with this whole ego plague thing, it's what it is. They found something that where they're comfortable, something that they get some benefit from. Like maybe like in school, like they were like an asshole or something, and they got them some attention, and they held on to that. Or like they got attached to like this particular ideology because their family raised them that way. It's We have to be able to revisit ourselves as a whole and be completely honest and open to the possibility that um, there's other things out there. Going back to the commenter I was talking about, he said something about like absolutes, like truth, or I forget his exact phrasing, but it's like this absolute reality. It's like you will never have that. Y- if you believe that you found truth with a capital T, and it's like you're you've got it, it just, I don't know, attachments. It's um, expanding on that, like this science. There's a lot of people that are very pro science, and science is a very important tool to humanity. However, this i- i- in science, this institution of science that we've created and upheld, we find the same problem of ego, empire. It's you know mimetic parasite of if it's not in a journal, it's not it's not true. It can't be real. There's no like thought behind it. Like I try to like talk to these people and just be as open, as loving, as on point with information as I can, but they just don't hear it. Like and when that happens, that's the part of the philosophy of the Shrug Life Syndicate. Just shrug, like, okay, I'm not reaching you. I'm gonna move on. um, yeah, yeah. We got a lot of like old paradigm problems, and it's what I'm doing. This is the work. Making a new paradigm. Um, it's not even a new paradigm. It's ancient. It's Jesus. It's what year is it? What year is it? It's old. This is an old idea, and like we just have to actively embrace it. Yeah, uh, um, like these ideas of competition and like how the world works and capitalism. Uh, Capitalism has done good in like a sense that it perpetuates novelty. It forces the system we're in to generate as much novelty as possible at the complete detriment to ourselves and the long term. But it's forcing things to happen. It's forcing people to get up, work a 9 to 5, 5 6 days a week. um, we don't need that anymore. We've reached a point where we got to get off world and kind of like need to reprioritize our focuses, instead of everyone like competing and trying to make this machine run, dismantle the machine to an extent, intelligent dismantle. Like we're not going to go to complete anarchy, but like dismantle the things that aren't intelligent, that don't work, and refocus like those energies. Help get people who have worked in an obsolete sector their entire lives to move on to like something creative or something that actually makes them happy. Get people to go to their passions. That's what everyone needs to do. Is just look within, find that light that's in them, and just resonate that. It's um because if you're doing something you're passionate about, you're gonna love doing it, and if you love doing something, you're gonna do it a lot, and it's not you're gonna be energized from it. Like you go to work 8 hours a day, and you come home, you're dead tired, and you go sit in front of a TV for another 4 hours. Like you're just zombie behavior. It's literally the sedated state that the powers that be put the population in. Once we were like after World War II, we were sprinting straight towards World War III. Like, it, we gotta wake up the population. We gotta get people to self actualize. And going back, if you're doing something that you're passionate about every day, you're going to be completely focused on it. It's going to spend a lot of time with it. You're going to get really good at that really fast. Embracing your passion is the fastest route to become a master at something. And a lot of people are like, oh, you can't go into art, you can't go into music, there's no money, you won't make money, you can be poor. That doesn't make any sense. If it's what you are meant to do, you are going to become amazing at it. And then, like, it doesn't matter what it is. If you love horses, like, you'll find a way to make money. You'll be able to, you know, I don't know anything about horses. That's, the problem, that like, as a layman, you can't see like all the connections of how you can make this work. But as you do it, you will learn more about it, and you'll see all the potential avenues that you can take to, earning a living doing it. And then, it takes a little bit of faith to, be able to come into that power. But like, if we create a culture where, we cooperate, people can do that. Like, if we come together in communities, people, like, they don't need to um, sustain themselves with like this 9 to 5 job or whatever. Like, they can, focus on, something that's really passionate for them. And and if they're building it, they're helping and investing into the community, um like with like work trade, or just, helping out, then uh, they can, take the time to, you know go from point A to point B, novice to master, as fast as possible. And like, let me let's really address this. Like, this is 3 years of juggling. Like, hey, this isn't even like the best I can do, because like I'm sitting down and like kind of restricted. But that's 3 years. If I get, an Arduino Mini, a gyroscope, a Bluetooth transmitter, and get some 3D printed balls, I can make music with juggling. And you know, look at all the muggles. Can't even juggle. Don't know the magic of the many hands man. Won't ever know the thrill to feel the flow of flying from the fingers that temporal throws. How tragic as they linger. Can't catch a single cascade, mills mess, or any box either. Like, you can see what I'm doing, right? Um, that's 3 years, and rapping. Like, I know I'm at baby's first rap level, but um, I do put in 3 years into this, combined with that. Yeah, they say it takes 7 years to become a master. Like, it's faster if you love doing it. Get a bachelor's degree in what you love. Not like I'm not saying like go to college. I'm saying like invest 4 years in something you love, and invest every day. You know, you'll manifest true mastery quickly. Um, yeah, um, communities. That's something that's going to happen. It's just going to happen. Trump. What objective effect on our society is Trump and the Trump administration? All this, media and fake news is everything. What's that going to do? Pendulum is going to go whoosh. We're going to go into a very open society, and pretty soon. Um, yeah, so communities. I lived in a few communities on the West Coast. Very different way of living. Um, you spend 4 hours a day, 5 days a week, 20 hours a week, and you live there. It depends on the community, but like a good community would like have food provided, and you get place to live, sleep, and you get social interaction every day. Um, eh, and thing with communities, they um, they need to be kind of structured in a way. Like I said, hate, that will just break apart a community. If we embrace like love and compassion and caring for our fellow you know human beings, a community can thrive way more than just the same number of individuals focusing individually. Um, like, it's really easy for come together, grow food, make projects. There's a lot of diverse ways you can come together and generate value. But yeah, just think of like if you instead of like going and work for a business, go like find the others, find your family and friends, family, like find the people you resonate with the most, and just come together and make something you're all really passionate about. Yeah, that's gonna make a lot of money. That'll like defeat capitalism just by like the logic of systemic forces. And it starts with love, not hate. Oh, I got a message. I guess that's the end of this blog.